Yeah. I just got home. About to change my clothes right quick. Hopefully, we can start this in the next 10 minutes. Shout out to that nigga Ty for that donation.
Shout out to him. A real one.
A guy that just came to this channel recently.
Exactly. A real one.
But you know what? Real ones recognize real. That's all I gotta say.
Facts.
Sam, thank you for that Cormega review. Yeah, that was a very good review we did. Expect some more Cormega reviews after my break.
If you liked it so much, why don't you donate to the channel? You cheap bastard. It was so good. Donate to the channel, Sam. You've been here the longest. You know.
Whitney, Whitney, Whitney. Huh.
The legend.
This might be a controversial review.
Why is it controversial? You don't like the album?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Is it a
I remember when I showed this
trash
album
review?
in my collections. No. It's not a trash review. No, that honest for the Just Whitney album.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Wow.
all I'm saying, some songs that's cherished by her fan base, I'm gonna talk a lot of shit about. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
But we'll get to that bridge when we cross that bridge. You know what white people say when you try to make them feel better.
Right?
I just said that. I was like, since the movie came out last month, why not?
Right. I still didn't watch it.
And yes, I did see the biopic.
You watched it? You actually
It's
watched it?
not the worst thing since sliced bread. Yeah, for free. I was on to pay for free.
I'm not definitely not paying for that.
I want to say,
Fuck
oh, this
that
is one of the
shit.
worst biopics. I'm like, I still got All Eyes on Me, Michael Jackson's Man in the
Right.
Mirror. It's from a scale of one to
Wow.
10. It's literally this biopic is literally like a 6.
Wow.
And I've seen almost every biopic for music.
It's better than
Well, all the
Elvis.
good ones.
Somehow I
Excuse me.
doubt that. Huh? It's better than Elvis. The Elvis
No,
biopic?
I'm gonna be real. I kind of like Elvis more than Whitney. Just the Elvis biopic. Believe it or not, I actually did like that one.
Hmm.
Mostly for the acting. Like I like the Austin dude that played Elvis was good. Tom Hanks. I like Tom Hanks, but the accent, I always felt like he was kind of pushing it too far with the accent. But eh, it's as far as Elvis biopics go, it's the best one. But there've been some trashy Elvis biopics. I'm gonna be real with you. Ronnie said Whitney is my second favorite Whitney album.
Man.
I've heard a lot of people say that. I've heard a lot of people say that, but I'm curious, Ronnie. What's your favorite Whitney Houston album? I'm curious. My favorite Whitney Houston now we haven't even talked about yet.
My favorite is the first one. We already talked about it.
My favorite is I'm Your Baby Tonight.
That's your favorite one? We didn't talk about that one?
Yes, sir. Not yet, because I was trying to get a few more
Okay.
Whitney albums. I literally got everything except for Just Whitney and I Look to You album, but honestly, I see those albums everywhere, so I can get those whenever I feel like it.
Right. Get the get ones first.
Plus, with Crip Keeper Davis always puts those albums in print, so. By the way, shout out to my homegirl Kaya. Ronnie said, "Get on up." Oh, get on up. See, I like get on up, but at the same time, the writing on that was pretty. Mike was good. Hey, Mike, if you want to show up and kick it with us, you are more than welcome to. That's a real one right there too. Ronnie said, "What about respect for your Aretha bio?" Respect was okay. I like respect, but I don't know if I would have put Jennifer Hudson for Aretha, but I think Aretha picked her herself. So, because at one point Aretha wanted Halle Berry to play her. I'm just like, now look,
Halle Berry.
ain't, ain't no damn way Halle Berry looks like you, Aretha.
Uh-uh. That's not even with a fat suit on.
Chill. All right, Mike, give me 1 second. I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna start this in like 5 minutes. I just gotta share this to my community tab so I can let these motherfuckers know we talking about Whitney. Sam said I want a Sam Cooke biopic. Honestly, I'm good with the documentaries because I feel like with the Sam Cooke biopic, they're gonna whitewash a few shit, and that's one of those black artists that you have to get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't just have anybody play Sam Cooke. Like you think fucking Michael B. Jordan, y'all want to try to get him? Hell no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm just now looking at the group me. That's all I gotta say. You hear me?
Oh. You're looking at
I,
what? The
I I
group
just
chat?
looked at the group me earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, okay. By the way, Mike, I sent it already. Ronnie said his self-titled debut is my favorite album. Everyone says that. Okay, not mad. I'm not mad about that. What do y'all think of the "My Love Is Your Love" album? I'm curious.
That was okay.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was a great comeback for her. Even though she hasn't really gone anywhere, she's mostly been acting.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
It was good.
Hey fam, what's up?
Shit, chilling.
Always good to see
What
you,
about
bro. How you living?
shit? You know me, man. Chilling, just staying out of trouble. What about you guys?
So
Same.
Oh, congratulations on Top Gun Maverick getting Best Picture nomination.
yeah, that was just best film of last year to me.
Wow. I still need
I
to watch
disagree, but
that.
okay.
I still need to watch
You know I
that.
don't support that Scientologist.
That was definitely a great film.
Okay. Yeah, I don't support that Scientologist. That's all I gotta say. Legend Try, what's your opinion on this last Run DMC performance? Well, I haven't seen the last performance yet, but I already saw
They
Run
haven't done
DMC
it yet.
live a couple years ago.
What kind of question is
I
that?
don't know why they said it. You said what?
So what kind of, they haven't done it yet.
I
So
don't know why
they
everyone's
have
talking about
no
the last.
opinion
They
on it.
always say,
Well, I mean, for me, I definitely would see them because if this is it for them, they to me are like one of the best rap groups ever. So I would definitely would see them with or without Jam Master Jay. So that's just me.
Understandable. Yeah, I already saw them once and shit like that. So it depends where they're gonna be at, honestly. But I just can't wait to see Jen Jackson in April, honestly. So that's my main goal right there.
Mm.
So definitely want to see her too.
Yeah. And hopefully
Yeah.
you don't have no canceled concerts like fucking Mace and Puffy bullshit.
Oh Lord.
Why you even mention them?
All right. Okay. I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Let's go.
Yep.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Got my homeboy Mike with me.
What's good?
All right. And today we're going to talk about Whitney Houston with her Whitney album. Honestly, I hate when artists do this. They have a self-titled album, then they have an album with just the first name. I hate when artists do that shit, but that's neither here or there. This album came out in 1987, June 2nd to be exact, on Arista Records. Singles albums known for are "I Want to Dance with Somebody," "Then We Almost Have It All," "So Emotional," "Where Do Broken Hearts Go," "Level Save Today," "I Know Him So Well." Producers include Naranda Michael Walden, Michael Masia, Jelly Bean, Benitez, and Kashif. Um, no guest appearances. Well, one guest appearance. Her fucking mom, Sissy Houston, and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? That's like the only guest appearance on this album. So yeah. All right. So you guys should know who Whitney Houston is. I mean, the whole world should know. Have heard at least one Whitney song. I've talked about the Bodyguard soundtrack years ago, and me and and Ash talked about the first self-titled Whitney album from 1985, which that was a very dope album and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Love that fucking record. So after the release of that album, she ended up, getting nominated for a couple of Grammys and stuff like that. But there was some controversy with that actually because of the fact that she was not eligible for the Best New Artist category because of the fact that she already had a hit 2 years before with Teddy Pendergrass. I think the song, the "Hold Me" song. I think that was from like the Love Language album and shit like that. You know, but she did win her first Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance for "Saving All My Love for You," which I mentioned. And she also made history because when she performed at the Grammys, she actually got her an Emmy Award for that Grammy performance. Like, just think about that. You get an Emmy for performing at the Grammys and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
I want to see like Adele do some shit like that, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go.
So
Here you go.
what? I'm just saying.
Everybody
I'm
can't be
just
Whitney.
saying.
That's why
I'm just saying. I'm
a
just saying.
she was the best. Everybody not gonna be Whitney.
I
I ain't see
mean,
Rihanna do that.
I'm just saying because
I ain't
like
see Riri do that. I'm just saying.
why you gotta bring up Rihanna and shit?
Hey,
Oh God.
Adele's a better singer than Rihanna.
Uh, yeah, Rihanna's not the best vocalist, but like that. But
She is.
she does her thing. But
Nala was Ashanti, but
I feel like Rihanna's the better
Adele
artist.
still.
But
Rihanna.
we already know about Ashanti's. Shit. But yeah, man. So this album literally came out 2 years after the self-titled debut and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna be real with you guys. I kind of went back and forth with this album for many years if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of fans say this is like one of her best albums, and I get that, but some things about this album, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I never really fucked with certain certain singles. I'm gonna be real. I never really liked certain singles, which some of them might be surprising. I'm gonna say my thoughts on that. Because when I first heard this record, I felt like it was like the self-titled but more poppier, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I was partly right, and I was partly wrong. Like what I do like about this album more is like you had less cover songs compared to the first album, which I really didn't notice like that. But let's deep and dive this album and shit. So this is the album cover right here. You know, it just has Whitney, doing her thing. You know, it looks like she just photo shoot and shit like that. Oh, this is a very dope picture of Whitney right here. Okay,
Oh wow.
never seen that picture before.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like it.
lyrics on the
Mhm.
album. So you ignorant motherfuckers can read that shit. And one more thing I want to before we get into it. This is the album where like she kind of got backlash from the Soul Train Awards because of the fact that when she was nominated a lot, they booed her because they felt like her music was too pop for R&B radio. If y'all know the whole story with this, you know what I'm saying.
And it was.
But
And it was.
you know what?
And it
Yeah,
was rightfully so. That she got booed because they tried to market her as a pop artist. You know.
true. But that's how Crip Keeper Clive. That's what he be doing and shit.
Yes, I blame him because she was Mariah was a big pop artist. Whitney was they tried to market Whitney as pop, but she was too soulful for pop.
Right.
Like her first album was more on the R&B side, whereas with this album, it definitely had a very strong pop influence. But when I use the word pop, um, when I use the word pop and stuff like that, I don't always mean it as a bad thing. But at the same time, it's how it's really marketed, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this. I don't want to spend too much time. I know we're on a tight schedule. So fuck Mace. I just looked at the picture you sent me. 11 songs.
You as soon as you brought that up, I saw it. I'm like, oh, it's a mix day today.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
All right, run it.
It's not gonna be yeah. Let's get started with the first track. I want to dance with somebody. Um, hmm. This was a very cool song. This is one of my, believe it or not, it's actually one of my top two favorite songs off this album. And shit like that, believe it or not. Um, I definitely feel like when I first heard this record, it definitely reminded me of How Will I Know and stuff like that. If you really just listen to like the rhythm and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like she was more energetic. She was definitely way more energetic with this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, very dope. And it's crazy too because the same people that wrote How Would I Know also wrote this song too, George Morrell and Shannon Rubicon and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And originally they were going to give her a song called "Waiting for a Star to Fall" and stuff like that. But it went to the group called Boy Meets Girl because Clive Davis felt like it didn't really fit the album that they were trying to go for and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but at the same time, this one definitely was a very hot joint and whatever and stuff like that too. It got her a lot of awards. It got her the award, the American Music Award for favorite pop rock single. She won the Grammy for best pop vocal performance.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got nominated a lot for the music video. She actually got the best music video for the first Garden State Music Awards and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this song right here, definitely one of her signature tracks right here. You know, I feel like people like this, know this song more than How Would I Know and shit too. But
Right.
hey, it is what it is.
Hey, it's one of her signature songs. Huge pop record. When you think of the video and she's joyous and happy and she got the dress on and you got confetti going in the air and all that. That video was iconic. I remember seeing that video when I was like 5 or 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't escape it at that time. And it's synonymous to Whitney. Like when you think of Whitney, you think of How Will I Know and I Want to Dance with Somebody and you know uh, Bodyguard soundtrack. This is one of her hits. If you don't know this song, then you just don't know Whitney. This is huge pop record for her. You know what I'm saying? They marketed her as a
Exactly.
pop artist, but black people know that she wasn't a pop artist. Like there's some singers that you hear, and like when they sing, especially when they sing live, and they just give you goosebumps on your own. That's how her voice was to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when you hear her sing live and shows high notes, it was like that one of these singers is where Whitney was at. You know what I'm saying? So Mariah was pop, Whitney was soul. But this is a huge pop record for Whitney.
Yeah, definitely, definitely gets the job done and stuff like that. So I definitely agree with you on that part. Track number two, Just the Lonely Talking Again. This is, believe it or not, this is actually my favorite song off this album. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope record right here. From what I looked up, this was actually a cover, a cover of like the Manhattan song that came out in 1983 and stuff like that, which I didn't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this was song was a cover or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like Whitney again. She made this song called "Own." Excuse me. She made a song her own. The song's talking about how she wants know if this guy is she's dating, of if they're really a fucking official and whatnot too. As far as the song itself, it definitely sounds like something that could have been done in 1987, just from that drum machine pattern and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Very underrated song. My favorite song off this record.
Yeah, this is definitely a nice quiet storm ballad. Whitney killed it. Nice soft beat. Got some saxophone play on it as well, and I liked it. It was real relaxing. One of those relaxing joints. You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Um, Track number three, "Love Will Save the Day." Another dope song right here too. This probably what might be one of the most up tempo and energetic songs off this record, if you ask me. Um, yeah, I feel like her vocals was very top notch with this one right here. You know what I'm saying? So, very, very, very dope song. This was produced by Jelly Bean and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So, I like it.
Yeah, this was good. I like the beat on it, the synthesizers. It's nice. It was a strong album cut. You know, nice, well produced.
Yeah, it's definitely very well produced. Um, Next song we got is then we almost have it all. Jesus. This song, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard this record, I didn't really care for it too much and stuff like that. I felt like a lot of the songs he had that more adult contemporary feel to it, that schmaltzy adult contemporary feel, which you guys should not fucking love that kind of shit. But as far as songs go, this probably one of the singles that actually grew on me actually grew on me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, vocally, Whitney did a thing with this one and stuff like that too. Songwriting wise, I feel like this song right here is definitely among the best when it comes to this record and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So this was a very, very, very dope record and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So like it.
Classic, classic record. Like she had um like ballads that were anthems. You know what I'm saying? I remember being in elementary school, and we had to do a school play, and we had to sing the lyrics for Greatest Love of All. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh wow.
that's how we had to learn the lyrics for that song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like practice every day for that school play.
Oh wow.
And she had many songs like that where, you know, again, when you hear her ballad, she had such a great voice that and a lot of those songs are inspirational too. You know what I'm saying? Like not just about yourself or like, you know, life, but even like for a relationship. You know, didn't we almost have it all? It sounded like she was singing about a failed relationship and that was about to be, you know, complete until somebody messed it up in the relationship and it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? But I think she killed it. I thought it was a classic ballad.
I I want to add something
Yeah,
too.
it's a
Like
very, very classic ballad.
I wanted to add something too that song, that particular song, that could be like relevant to in like today's relationship too as well. I feel just
Yeah,
because
of
the
course.
lyrics alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now that you think about it, she did have a lot more input, a little bit more input on songwriting and song choice because she was definitely talking about a lot of broken relationships and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because like the first album, it was like that. How would I know? Or saving all my love for you, all that kind of shit. But
right.
with this one, she was definitely asking like a lot more questions
And
with this
and
one
and then
and
like
shit. You know what I'm
she
saying?
went
So
through her
like,
own. Then she went through her own broken relationship with Bobby, so she could sing about that off of her own life experiences. You know,
right? Yeah, I definitely understand that part about that. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, this song right here, this was a pretty okay song. Ain't mad about it. Um, Track number five, so emotional. Jesus Christ, I hate this fucking song, y'all. I hate this fucking
um,
song. I know a lot of Whitney fans might want to crucify me, but I never liked so emotional. I feel like it was overplayed. It was way too pop for me and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, Jesus Christ. I get so emotional. Like, every time I hear that shit, I just like, oh my god.
so
It's like
so it's
I
not
know it's one of the
necessarily a bad song. It's not a bad song to you. Just that it was too pop and they overplayed it. Is what you're
no,
saying?
it's a bad song to me.
No, it's
It's
not.
overplayed. It's
What are you
a
talking
bad
about?
song.
No,
I never liked this
overplayed
song.
don't mean it's a bad song. It just means it was overplayed. It got
Well,
attention. It's not. It's
I
not. I don't think
never
it's a
like
bad
like I
song.
said, I never liked this one record. I never liked it.
All right, let
Like
me put it like this: Country Grammar was not a bad song. It just was overplayed. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't a bad song. Like it has
yeah,
a bop to it. It just was overplayed. That's how I look at when you look at So Emotional. Like So Emotional to me was a great song, but it was overplayed to you and it was too pop for Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Like I could still bump
mm,
Country Grammar, but it wasn't a bad song. It just overplayed at that time.
I can respect that. I can definitely
I thought it was
respect
a
that
great
and
song.
shit like that.
I
But
think I think Whitney killed it.
shit, yeah, man. I think this song was also nominated. Hold on. Hmm. So emotional. Yeah, this it's like this song was definitely had some accolades.
I forgot how that song goes though.
No, no. You said
Reg
what?
just sang it for you. So
I
he just
said,
sang half of the song for you.
I get so emotional, baby. That kind of that song.
"Oh God,
Okay, that part.
You-
that part."
Yeah,
yeah, and the crazy thing about this song was the fact that I think this is like one of the last songs they did on the album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And Clyde definitely wanted to not just make Whitney part of the whole quote unquote adult contemporary feel, because she did have some adult contemporary songs, but this was definitely the right song they needed if they wanted a single. It's just ugh. I just tired. I'm tired of this song and stuff like that. You know, I'm just tired of it. But I respect people who like the song. It is what it is. Track number 6, "Where You Are," featuring a Kashif. I mean, produced by Kashif. Kashif, he did I want to say he did "You Give Good Love" from the first album. So like this one definitely had that vibe from the first album just by his fucking keys that he was using. Um, very, very, very dope track right here. This could have also been a single if you asked me, but we were stuck with crap like "So Emotional." So yeah, this one was pretty alright. So
wow. Yeah, I thought it was good. I like the beat for this and a strong album cut.
very strong. All right, next track we got "Love Is Contact Sport." Again, another very nice little song right here. You know what I'm saying? Nice little beat, mid tempo kind of beat. You know what I'm saying? This was produced by Narendra Michael Walden and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much what I got from this record was she sees a guy that she likes, but at the same time he's playing hard to get, and she's not really gonna be doing her best to chase him and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from this record. Pretty cool song. Very underrated.
Yeah, this was good. Definitely the background vocals and the beat was dope. Should have been a single. I think it was a good track.
I agree. Mm. Ronnie said Kenny G did a saxophone solo on the track. Oh, wow, I did not know it was Kenny G. Interesting.
It sounded like Kenny G.
All right,
It sounded like him.
all right. Because he was pretty much like the only jazz motherfucker in the '80s, just white people. But
He was like your
we're gonna
go-to
let that shit.
saxophone guy. If you want saxophone on your track, call up Kenny G.
Right.
Right. Either him or Clarence Clemens from the East Street Band and shit.
You see that right?
Yeah. Next track, "You're Still My Man." This one was pretty okay. Wasn't really the biggest fan of this one right here. It was alright.
It sound she just Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the dirt he was doing, and she should have sang just to reassure him, like, yeah, you're still her nigga. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good song. I gotta mention Bobby with this because it's just when you listen to this album again, it's like, yo, like this woman was such a legend, and I feel like Bobby like brought her down with all the bullshit. And I love Bobby Brown, I love New Edition, but what he did with Whitney is unforgivable. And he'll pay for that for the rest of his life, like losing Whitney and losing Bobby
It
Christina.
wasn't just all Bobby.
I know, but I
Let's stop. It
mean,
wasn't just all.
I get it. But once she hooked up with Bobby, things took a huge turn in her career. You know what I'm saying? You know that for yourself. She started acting different, and things was not right when she hooked up with Bobby Brown. Before Bobby, you didn't hear about nothing about her the drug. I didn't hear nothing about her drug use until she hooked up with Bobby. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing with Robin and all that.
But that
That
does not
shit
mean
came
he
out
got her
in
on drugs
2005.
because
No?
yeah, but let's be real. Bobby was not the one that got Whitney on drugs. That was her brother too.
Yeah, but I'm saying it didn't help that she hooked up with Bob. He was already wild when he was with a New Edition, and he hooked up with her, and it was like an explosion. You know what I'm saying? It was like shit that came out about
Yeah.
Whitney. I didn't hear about that until she hooked up with Bobby. If she was still alive and she never hooked up with Bobby, you think we would hear about the shit that she was doing?
You never know. That's all I gotta say. You never know.
This woman is a legend. Like she
But
was like the best singer out there, and it's just a shame that she's no longer here. You know.
understandable. To this day, I still remember the day I heard she died. I was like, wow. Hmm.
Right.
Crazy, crazy.
Any day. Track number 9, For the Love of You. Of course, this is the cover of the Isley Brothers song. You know what I'm saying? As far as covers go, this is actually a very dope cover. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I don't like it as much as the original version and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like she definitely did a thing, and she actually got nominated for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance for the 1988 Grammy Awards, but she lost to Aretha Franklin's 1986 Aretha album, which I've never
You
actually
don't like
heard
it.
that record.
Oh,
Huh?
I'm about to say you don't like that one.
No, I never heard it.
Oh,
But at the same time, that was post Freeway of Love. So, oh Lord, that's all I gotta say because I'm not really big as Freeway of Love.
man.
But it's kind of interesting too because that album was released in '86 and shit like that too. But it is what it is. I don't know. And other nominations, she had Natalie Cole Everlasting album, which that was a very cool album. Jody Watley's song "Looking for a New Love," very dope track. That
Yeah.
should have won in my opinion, but
Yes,
and he had
definitely. Our first album.
Nancy Wilson Forbidden Love. Yeah, Jody Watley's first album.
Yeah, that's classic album.
I agree. But yeah, that's what I think about that song.
It was a good rendition. Not as great as the Isley Brothers one. I don't think nobody could top Ron Isley. You know, a lot of those Isley Brothers songs are classic. It's kind of hit or miss when artists do renditions, but she did her thing. It's not as great as the original one.
Understandable. Next track, Where Do Broken Hearts Go? Another song I fucking hate. Yeah, so emotional. Where Do Broken Hearts Go? I cannot stand those tracks. This one was a bit more adult contemporary, if you want to say. And you think I'm crazy? Even Whitney said she didn't like this fucking song at first. She didn't want to record a
She
song
didn't like
because
the
she felt
song.
like
Oh
there
yeah,
was
well
no.
that's all Cloud
Yeah,
Davis
that's
then.
what.
Probably.
Yeah,
Wow.
she said she didn't think a song about a woman trying to convince her boyfriend to come back, had enough depth and stuff like that compared to like the stuff like saving all my love for you, you give good love, and so on and
Listen,
so
you
on.
have women. You
But
have women out here that's with. You have hold up. You have women out here that's begging like 6 kids with multiple baby daddies to come back home. Like what?
Oh,
Come on.
oh,
You know what I'm saying? That's part of society.
mm.
fuck that.
But yeah, like I personally just feel like the song was a bit too schmaltzy. I didn't care for the beat. Crazy thing, I heard this song for the first time when she died because they were playing all. You know how whenever like a legend died, they play all the music
Yeah,
videos. I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck?
yeah.
Never liked
When
this
Michael
record.
died, I
Never.
heard Human Nature a lot. Whatever, for some reason, they kept playing Human Nature.
because that's a good
when he
song.
passed away.
Yeah.
No, I know it's a good song. I just they kept playing it over and over. Like, you know what I mean? How much stuff Michael got? You know what I'm saying? They kept just playing that one song over and over. Like the day he died, I kept hearing it.
Man, when Prince died, they played Purple Rain forever.
Yeah.
Right, that too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this nigga had like 30,000 albums. I love Purple. I love the song Purple Rain. I'm just over. I'm just tired of him. Then Jennifer
Right,
Hudson gonna do sing of. I'm like,
exactly.
come on now.
That's
Once
how I
Jay
feel about
Hudson
Illmatic. Like
sings,
there's certain albums that should be put away forever and never talked about again. Like yes, Purple Rain was great. We don't need to talk about it again. This man had so many more albums and music to talk about. They won't talk about the same shit. You know,
understandable.
I think it's a great song. I love it. I think it's a classic song, classic ballad. You know, when I think of this album, I think it's one of these songs, and I think Whitney killed it. Like I said, like her ballads were like so iconic and beautifully sung, and I don't see nothing wrong with a woman talking about trying to convince her man to come back. Like men do it all the time. How many times we hear Keith Sweat begging for pussy? You know what I'm saying? Like why can't a woman beg for a man to come back? You know what I'm saying? That's just real shit. It goes on in society. You know, so I think it's a classic record.
Definitely. And the last song off this album, I Know Him So Well. This is a duet with Sissy Houston, her mom. Um, this is actually a cover of a song from Elaine Page and Barbara Dixon, who they did that song for the musical Chess, and this was their duet cover of it and shit too. This one was all right, you know what I'm saying. This kind of has a gospel feel to it, you know what I'm saying, because this was when he was singing in the church and everything like that. So I don't mind this record, and anytime I hear Sissy Houston's always a good time. So eh, it's always good.
Yeah, it was cool. Seeing her mom reading, doing a gospel record, and Sissy grew up in church as well as Whitney, so I think it was a good way to end the album off.
Very good way. All right. And my overall thoughts on this record, I personally feel like this record is it's pretty solid for the most part. There were a few missteps here and stuff like that too. I'm gonna definitely start off with the negative. I'm gonna start off with the negative. So I definitely feel like some of the singles they were trying to recapture some of the magic that they had on the self-titled, well, the first self-titled album, excuse me. And I felt like they were trying to recapture some of that magic. Like I want to dance with somebody. Had a how will I know feel? Where do broken hearts had like feel of saving all my love for you and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my thing with this record, I just wish that I don't mind it being like kind of replicate. I don't mind that, but I feel like it should have been executed a bit well. But I feel like vocally, she definitely remained powerful vocally and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel that vocally this might be her best album vocally. Now re-listening to it, you know what I'm saying? Not her best album artistically, vocally, keyword and stuff like that too. But I definitely feel like when it came to this record, I was a bit too hard on it over the years. Even though it's not really my favorite Whitney album, that honor still goes to "I'm Your Baby Tonight" and stuff like that too. But I I, I get why a lot of fans cherish this album a bit more. So I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I feel like it
I
definitely
think
deserves
this is
that
a
rating.
great album, great ballads, iconic records. Every song Whitney killed. This woman is a legend, and you see why. Like her first three albums to me are her best albums. Anything after I'm your baby to me. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of the soundtracks, My Love Is Your Love was cool. The other albums I didn't care for, but her first 3 albums, including this one, her best shit. When you have songs like I Want to Dance with Somebody and So Emotional, Where Do Broken Hearts Go, Didn't We Almost Have It All of those are iconic records. Greatest hits. You know what I'm saying? So definitely 5 mics for me.
Right.
I think it's a great album, and Whitney will always be a legend.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I can't wait till we do "I'm Your Baby" tonight. Honestly, because that's when she really went R&B with that one. I mean, My Name Is Not Susan. I'm the title track.
Right.
After We Make Love, We Didn't Know. I mean, that whole album had banger after banger and stuff. And it's crazy because no one,
Eric was good.
not a lot of Whitney fans want to talk about what's up, Eric. Not a lot of Whitney fans want to talk about that record. It's always a self-titled one. It's always Whitney. It's always hell, the Bodyguard soundtrack, which I like all those albums.
They don't know her
and shit,
music.
but still,
They don't know her music. So she had multiple classics.
Yeah. By the way, you mind if I stay on for like another 10 to 15? Is that good?
What do you think?
All right, cool. I'm gonna invite Eric for a little bit. But yeah, it's like, and it's the same thing with Michael Jackson. I love MJ, you know me, but motherfucker will talk their damnedest about Thriller. Okay, I like Thriller too. What about Off the Wall? What about Dangerous? I'm not saying those.
Well, Got to Be There. Today's the anniversary for Got to Be There. What about Got to Be There? Today's the anniversary for that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a great album.
And I'm not trying to say that those albums are under Beatles. Exactly.
Definitely.
But it's like when it comes to certain artists, and I'm just talking about legends in general, they have these fan base that cherish that one album, Cough Cough, Nas Illmatic. But then when it comes to like other bands like the Beatles, when it comes to like the Beatles and shit, they'll always talk about the White Album, Sgt. Pepper.
Right.
I'm gonna be real with you. Not every Beatles album is classic to me. I'm gonna be real.
Right. But don't tell Rolling Stone that they had like 10 on their list. They had 10 albums on the list.
But, and how many did Prince have on that list?
He had like one. Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
No, he had Dirty Mind, 1999, Purple Rain, and Sign of the Times.
That's still not enough.
Exactly.
Where's Parade?
Parade
was a great album. Parade should have been on
exactly.
There. Diamonds and Pearls. It was
I would have definitely thrown in fucking. If you want to go recent, I would throw in 3121.
Love Symbol album that I didn't like when it first came.
Yeah.
He had many. They want to talk about just one album. I get tired of that. It's like you know what I'm saying? It's like when you throw up, it's like you keep throwing up the same shit when they keep talking about the same one album. I want to talk about the other shit, not just the one album. Eric is good.
Exactly. What's up, Eric?
What's going on?
What's up? How you doing?
Chilling.
This is man.
Even when it comes to hip hop and shit too, Tribe Called Quest is a perfect example. I'm not sure, like I said, the hip hop community, we cherish literally almost every album, but for the pop community, they will just stick to Low End Theory. Don't even listen to the fucking rest and shit. And I love Low End Theory is my favorite album.
It's just those two they mentioned. Midnight Marauders and Low End Theory. They don't ever mention Beats, Rhymes, and Life. They don't ever mention the first album. Those three were great as well.
I love People's Instinctive Travels and Past. Don't even get me started
even
on that.
the recent one, the recent joint. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was fire.
Yeah. Now, granted, Beats, Rhymes, and Life and the Love Movement, I had my issues with those records. But at the same time, I had good things to say about those records too. It wasn't always
Love Movement. It was too many. It was too many solo tracks on Love Movement. Like he was already getting ready for his solo career with that album.
That Amplified album sucked.
Did you do a track?
We got to stop devaluing our own artists because they don't do that with rock and roll. They don't do that with country music. You know what I'm saying? If you look at country music, everything Shania Twain drop is a classic to them. They don't ever devalue her
Oh my
discography.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even do.
When you look at rock and roll, when you look at rock, look, you Kiss fans, right? When you look at rock, Kiss fans love every shit except for the disco album. They don't devalue they discography. When it comes to our artists like Nas, we devalue his shit. Or when it comes to Tribe, or you know what I'm saying? It's like we gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
We gotta the same way we appreciate Illmatic, we gotta appreciate. No?
I would you go on.
No, I was saying this. Yo, I said this years ago. I said the same way we appreciate Illmatic and it was written, we gotta appreciate Godson. We gotta appreciate Distant Relatives. Those are great albums too that nobody talks about. It can't just be when we look at Nas as he got this one album and that's it. He has multiple classics. Same with Jay. They don't just talk about Reasonable Doubt. You feel me? So it's like we devalue our own artists. We got to stop doing that because the other genres ain't doing that shit with their artists.
Yeah, I want to jump back to Kiss for a minute because even the rock community don't like everything Kiss did. Like Creatures of the Night, that's my favorite Kiss record, but a lot of some rock heads they don't give a fuck about. They just want to stick to the Destroyer album for the most part. The live albums, I feel like the Alive album, they want to stick to that. Hell, even the earlier Kiss records, I like them more than the more glamorized albums like the disco album.
The disco album over G. Simmons, garbage ass solo album he put out. Only Paul Stanley, H. Shirley. They're the only ones I'm listening to solo wise from them.
See, I never heard the solo albums though, but I had to check those out.
I brought the H. Shirley.
I was thinking about talking about.
I heard the Gene Simmons solo album. I heard that one.
I got the.
Because I was thinking about talking about the. I was thinking about talking about the Kiss Disco album for Disco Month.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet.
You don't like it, so it's gonna be a trashy review to you.
No, I like Kiss. I never said I dislike Kiss. I
but
just
you don't like the disco album.
I like them when they had the mask. I just don't like the disco album.
Exactly. So it's going to be a trashy review because you don't like that album.
Well, let me listen to it first. Maybe it'll be a trash review. Maybe it won't be.
Oh, you never heard it? You never heard the disco album?
I've heard it a while back ago.
I got it released for it's been a long time.
I like it.
I've been listening to Sky like Crystal Waters and shit. So been in my 80s mood lately. Hey Red, did you put I think the list you sent us for Disco Month. Did you put a Gloria Gaynor album on there?
Yeah, I updated the list and I added Gloria Gaynor.
Oh, did you put the Love Tracks album?
Put the what?
The Love Tracks album. This album. This is what I'm saying.
The Love Track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I said the 175. The Never Can Say Goodbye.
Okay.
No, fuck that one. The Love Track album. That's the one with the big hit on
here. It got Stoplight. It got I Will Survive. It got some hits on there, man. I gotta re-listen to this. This shit fire, man.
Okay.
I get off YouTube suspension tomorrow. I'm a free man.
What up, Philip?
Philip was good.
True said in the Mary album 1999. Them niggas hate that album so much and shit.
Is it two different versions?
That's an album they don't mention for Mary. That's a great album.
Is it like two different versions of the album? Because when I listened to it, it had like different like songs on it. I don't know. I might have been tripping or something.
Oh yeah, there's some bonus joints on the Mary album. The song she did with DMX. That's on. I think that's on the international version.
So I know she got a song with Jadakiss on there too. And I'm like, he even had a song on there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jadakiss song is on that's on there. The sexy joint. That's the joint with Jay. Yeah, sexy. That's on the album. But she did a bonus track with DMX, and I think there's one with Jay. It's like some bonus tracks that's on like the international version.
Okay. I was trying to make sure because I think I got these damn CDs and stuff. I said, I know I went tripping.
Yep.
How you ever listen to the album? How you ever listen to this?
I never heard that.
Yeah.
Nah, I never heard the City High album.
Okay.
Is it good?
I'm asking y'all. I never listened to it. You know how Jay is with these people. I don't be knowing.
Nah, I only know a couple of these songs. I never listened to the whole album though. Cause Wyclef produced it and he basically fucked them up too. You know.
Shit, I only paid $1 for that motherfucker. So yeah, I ain't losing money.
That's a steal for $1.
Wow.
Only burnt the first song. I don't give a fuck about the remix.
Is that the glitter? Is that the glitter soundtrack? What is that?
Nah, it's a Heartbreak single.
Heartbreaker single. The Rainbow joint. The Rainbow album?
No, the Heartbreaker single.
Oh, the CD single. Fire.
Right?
Yeah, that remix with Missy. Missy killed that joint. She in the Brack.
I only downloaded the first song, so I gotta go back and listen to the remix. I ain't give a fuck about the other remixes though. Had that Latin like production on it. Like they only work with like a certain amount of people. I got this. Crystal Waters.
Crystal Waters, nice.
Dope.
Beyonce was clearly inspired by Crystal Waters for that Renaissance album.
Ain't as there you think. What's that? DNA all over her face. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is with some of these artists. You had Drake doing that shit on his album. You had Beyonce doing that. I'm like, okay, it's right, I guess. I got this, yes.
Who's that?
Only 90. This is yes, 90125.
Okay.
On a lonely heart. That's the only song I know off here. Just because I was playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City when I was a kid. I already got a copy of this, but it ain't cost it much. Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah, I got that on vinyl. Classic. Miami Sound Machine.
I got it too.
Gloria Estefan. That's a great album.
Some of this stuff Lisa in the Court Jam could have used.
Love them too.
I got Lisa Stanfield.
Great album.
I need that record.
Spin around the world, That's my shit right there.
What happened to her? Why she stop doing albums?
She's acting in London and stuff. She's an actress now.
Oh wow.
She getting that British money.
She's a theater and acting, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
That's slept on.
Ooh,
too.
that's
the live album.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Wow.
I already got a copy of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
You,
only
you got
Donna
the
Summer
one with
album.
the yellow. You got the one with the yellow disc tray. Cause the other ones got the clear one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the only Donna Summer album I ain't never listened to. Crayon. From 08.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, that's her last record. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
Great album too. I got that one.
Okay.
Great album.
Who's the artist who made that song? How Can I Ease the Pain? I got her album coming in the mail too. I think her name's Lisa something. I forgot her last name. Cause I know TC Mafia
I
used the
noticed.
sample.
I know
Lisa,
the song. I forgot her name.
yeah, I know her first name is Lisa. Then I forgot her last name. She got a good album. She had a good album too. I wish she just made more albums though.
That's a good one right there, Cruz. Horace Brown. Y'all into Horace Brown?
I love Horace Brown.
You remember Horace Brown? Run for the Money. Taste Your Love.
I can't remember it if I listened.
Hey,
Have you heard the album?
hey,
What's up?
you talking about Lisa Fischer or something like that?
Lisa Fisher. That's her name. Yeah.
I'm looking at this Sierra Marie album. I'm like, what? When did Jay-Z ever put her out? Because it came out in 05.
I actually heard that shit. That shit was terrible.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that's when he was over there on Def Jam just signing whoever. He signed Rick Ross, Jeezy, Rihanna, Tierra Marie.
Lady Sovereign. I forgot what the bitch name was. Lady something.
I remember her too. Lady Sovereign or something like that her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all killed me with that damn I forgot that track review y'all just did. That shit was funny as hell. What this shit was? Yeah, what this shit was. Y'all just did the track review. It was funny as hell. It'll come back to me. Y'all know which one to talk about this.
Oh man. What we did that was a trash review recently.
He a radio personality.
Angie Martinez.
Oh, Angie Martinez. Oh God. That was bad.
Oh, yikes.
This is CD. Yo, this is CD that really like puzzled me because I never thought these artists would ever be on Cash Money Records, like Tina Marie. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Never heard it a day in my life. I can't wait to hear it.
Philip said he loved Billy Ocean. I love Billy Ocean too, Philip. That was a great review.
Yeah.
What you saying, Red?
That Tina Marie album you showed, I like that album.
Okay.
But yo, listen, I'm actually about to end off this video right here and stuff like that too. Pretty dope ass review we did on this Whitney album and everything like that. In case y'all don't know, this is the album we talked about. In case y'all just came in, this album literally went diamond and stuff like that too. So it's still in print. So if y'all want to come get this album, make sure y'all look for it. It shouldn't be that expensive and stuff. Tomorrow at midnight, I know we're gonna do the Jungle Brothers was Straight Out the Jungle and stuff too. So another artist we're gonna listen to for the first time. We're gonna talk about for the first time. Yeah, man, definitely can't wait for that. And then sometime this week, I don't know when, I have a rock review lined up. I'm gonna keep my lips sealed on that one and shit like that too. And for my homeboy Ty, I still haven't forgot about his requests and stuff like that. So by the end of this week, expect that video up by the end of this week. You know, if y'all want some reviews, if y'all want some artists talked about, then feel free to drop a donation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Drop a donation.
Right. But other than that, you know, appreciate this tribe, Mike, Eric for stopping by and everything like that. I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow night.
All right.
You know, talking about the Jungle Brothers.
Peace.
And I hope y'all be safe.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace out
Peace,
there.
peace, Mike. Peace, Eric.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.